welcome back to another vlog. My name is Sarah. I'm a grad student at Indiana University, working on my PhD in English, specifically rhetoric and composition. And I make vlogs, grad school day in the life, week in the life, some sit-down chats about things to know about grad school, applying to grad school, succeeding in grad school, all of that fun stuff. So I teach 2 sections of public speaking. I'm currently taking 8 credits of English coursework, and I also am a tutor for IU's Writing Center. So today is Tuesday, January 25th, and I am still in the start of the semester. This is the second week of the semester, but the first full week because last week Monday was MLK Day. It is about 3 in the afternoon. I just finished working my shift in the Writing Center and tutoring 2 students, worked on a personal statement and worked on a paragraph summary with an undergrad. Also took care of some personal things today, did some laundry, still doing some of that. Today I need to read an article for a class, and another big task that I want to do today is work on a proposal for a call for papers for a publication regarding Writing Center Studies literature. So the proposal is only 500 words, but it's due at the end of this week. I've known about it for quite some time, so I've had some ideas brewing in my mind. I just haven't actually sat down, sat on my computer, made my fingers start to do the typing, because quite frankly I was really burnt out from last semester in terms of writing. So I just didn't want to think about opening up a blank Word doc and typing anything up. But that needs to happen tonight because I want to email it to my professor at some point, ideally tonight or early tomorrow, so she can look it over, tell me what changes I should make. But the rest of today should be pretty light and easy. I've gone back to my time blocking ways. This is just something that I made on Procreate on my iPad. This morning I did not have time to do yoga and journal because I had some remodeling conversations going on with my parents and someone who visited our house. I was supposed to work on the Writing Center proposal then, but again, it's like 3 o'clock, so I haven't done that. I just finished my shift, so I scheduled in some time for rest. I might go ahead and catch up on The Bachelor, watch a vlog, and then later on, that's when I'm going to read the article for my class, W601, and then I want to email my proposal to my professor, whose name I blocked out right here. And then I am ideally going to fold some laundry after I finish putting it all through the wash. It is much later now, a little after 8:30. I finished up the proposal that I was wanting to write, just sent it to my roommate to read over. Writing is so hard. I was really struggling with it, and I was texting her just like non-stop, like, what do I write about, what do I want to say, how do I put my ideas into words? And she's just the best, and she's looking it over for me as we speak. And then after she gives me some input, I'll probably send it off to my professor either tonight or early tomorrow. I always think when you're sending a proposal or just like an article for publication or just like something, you know, that like matters a little bit more than, I don't know, just writing for yourself or a paper for class, it's always nice just to have someone or a few people, if you're able to, just look over it, give you some more perspectives, not only just to catch like typos and grammatical mistakes, but just to say like, you know, this doesn't really make sense to me, or I think you need to add a citation here, or what if you use this framework or this lens to look at it, and to just do as much like polishing on the back end before you actually submit it. That has proved to be the most useful, and that is some really great advice that I've received. So I got that done. That took a few hours when I thought it was only going to take like 30 to 45 minutes. It was a journey. And I have another short article to read for my development of rhetoric and composition class. I think the article is only about 15 pages, so I think I'm going to try and get that knocked out so I can take a nice long shower and do a face mask. Finished mapping out my day for tomorrow using time blocking again. Tomorrow's a busier day because I have a research meeting and the Writing Center for 4 hours, and I have 1 class in the morning. And then I'm going to fill in these sections, my goal of the day, my affirmations, my gratitude list, when I journal in the morning. Ideally going to do some yoga. Also, I gave up on folding laundry tonight because it's almost 11 p.m, so I'm just going to do it tomorrow. Happy Wednesday. It's already the afternoon. I just finished my class. I'm actually doing some YouTube stuff. Who is she? I actually just wanted to change my banner a little bit. So right here, this is what I had, and this is what I just changed it to. Just instead of handwriting, I like used a font. Still did this on my iPad. I just kept messing around with it till I got the right dimensions. And this was a little drawing of myself in like a teacher outfit that I had done a while ago. So now I think I'm gonna just check out some more channels and see how people do this whole playlist thing. You know, it's always a good thing to grow my channel. My goal of this whole YouTube channel is really just to help as many people as possible, just not feel so alone in grad school, and maybe people who are applying to know a little bit more about like what to expect, because this is something that I would have benefited tremendously from seeing when I was just, you know, an eager undergrad. So gonna go ahead and make some playlists. Okay, that wasn't too difficult at all. Figured out popular uploads, regular uploads, and then I just categorized them by vlogs and grad school chats. Realized I only have 4 videos about chats, and in my mind, I had way more. Maybe I had a lot of ideas for chats at one time, and now they feel a little silly. So if there's anything that you're wanting me to make a sit-down video about, please let me know in the comments of this video. I am wanting to do one that is just like a Q&A video. And I asked on my Instagram for some questions that people want to know, and there were some fun questions, there were some grad school related questions, and then I am wanting to do one that sort of combines like writing tips, teaching tips, like speaking / interviewing tips, so that would be fun. But if there's anything at all related to grad school or about me that you would enjoy watching, benefit from watching, learn from, please let me know, and I'd be happy to make a video on it. Finishing up a Brook vlog, playing some Animal Crossing. I have a meeting in about 45 minutes. It's now 5 o'clock. I'm going to finally fold this laundry that I was supposed to do last night. I'm technically working in the writing center, but no one signed up for this hour. I had someone sign up for the 4 o'clock hour, and then the 6 o'clock and the 7 o'clock hour. So I'm trying to be productive for this time that I'm technically being paid, but not working.
I'd heard rumors that she's entertaining men for money.
It is 7:30. I finished my last appointment in the writing center, so done with work for the day. I actually changed my computer into like automatic mode, so it's light in the day and then dark at night, and this is like such a small thing. But I also changed like the accent color to pink, so like when I go to like open up a new Word doc, all of this like highlights in pink, and it's really just the little things in life that make me happy. Happy Thursday. I had a very slow morning today, and I'm just going to do some of these eye patches here. I actually keep them in my skincare fridge, which I feel ridiculous saying, but I got it for Christmas. It's just such like a fun luxury gift to have. So they're nice and cold when I put them on. This was like a very large pack that got from Amazon. My mom actually got them for me for my birthday, and they're nice just to keep on for about 10 minutes. They feel really nice. I do feel like they make my skin look a little bit brighter. Okay, so here we are. Here's the look. I'm going to do a few things today. I work at the writing center from 1 to 3, but right now it is like 11 and only one person has signed up for me. Actually, work 1 to 4. One person has signed up at 3. And I have to read a pretty lengthy article from an independent study that I have tomorrow. I was supposed to input grades yesterday morning, but didn't happen, so I'm going to input some grades today. That shouldn't be too hard. It should just take, I don't know, a considerable amount of time, but I might put a vlog on in the background when I do it, because it's just a lot of like copy and pasting from my notes onto the actual rubrics. And other than those grades and reading my article, I don't think I have much going on today. I have one other meeting actually at 7 o'clock. Someone in my cohort is presenting on a paper that she won an award in the department for, so I'm going to tune into that to support her and to see her presentation because I think it's gonna be really awesome. And then tonight I'll lesson plan a little bit, and that's pretty much all that we have going on. It's still at the beginning of the semester, so things are still pretty light and easy. Actually, just kidding. Today's not going to be quite as simple as I thought it was going to be. It's still going to be like relatively light, but I'm still having to finish up this proposal that I was working on a couple days ago. My professor gave me feedback yesterday, but yesterday I had a busy day, so I didn't really like work on like fixing it too in depth. Basically, I need to add some more citations, so that involves me going through a lot of articles that I had previously saved and seeing which citations or just like setting up a conversation that I want this proposal to enter into. Also having to do just like a little bit of research to see if there's stuff on this topic out there that I'm not familiar with. And honestly, this is like the part of writing that really overwhelms me, is like there's so much information out there, there's so many publications, so many articles. It's just like really hard to know like what people are saying out there exhaustively. Like obviously no one expects you to know everything, but I just don't want to miss something really obvious in this proposal and have like a really obvious citation that like I should have included. Or I don't want to make a claim like enough people aren't talking about X, whatever it is I'm talking about, when like there's been massive publications published about it. I just have really bad research skills and I didn't find it. So when I teach like writing, we teach how to use like a database, but it's just really simple. It's just like the one search through IU. I know there's like a lot of different databases through libraries, but like here I am getting my PhD, and the first place I start when I research things is like just Googling it. And then from there like finding some keywords and going in to the database. I mean, like obviously as more time goes on, there's like more key terms that you learn, more scholars that you're familiar with, or if you're not quite familiar with them, you see like this name cited over and over again and you're like, okay, that's probably a key person I should read. But basically all this to say is, if you feel like you don't know what you're doing when it comes to research, just know that I often feel like I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to research and so many other things. So it's about 2:50. My writing center appointment is in 10 minutes. Basically all day today I have not done like anything productive. I input grades, so that was productive. But I was just talking to my brother and my mom because my nephew was here and we were watching him while my brother had to do something at work today. So now I'm going to tutor and then get started reading that article and then get started trying to input those citations into my proposal. But part of me wants to wait until like after my independent study to work on the proposal, because I feel like some of the stuff that we talk about in there might be useful to like how I'm crafting this proposal. I really don't even know if it's that big a deal, but it's a proposal for publication for something that like I feel somewhat excited about, so I'd rather like put full effort into it. But I don't know, because I don't want to have to work on the proposal over the weekend, so I guess we'll see how I feel after I read that one article today. I read one last night that was about 25 pages, but it was like wild writing. It was translated from French and it was like pretty theoretical. It was really beautiful, but it was just like a lot to sit with, so that took a few hours. And the article I'm reading today I think is not going to be as difficult to get through, but it's 60 pages, so I do want to leave at least a couple hours to try and get through that. And again, since it's my independent study and it's just me sort of to have the conversation with, I want to make sure that I have like a decent amount of notes written down, some questions that I have, some things that I would like to discuss in the independent study, and I have to lesson plan at some point tonight. Okay, so it's almost 4 o'clock. My tutorial in the writing center was really quick, so I just finished Abby Aslan's vlog, and I could just not bring myself to do any work today. I don't know if it's because I didn't start off today doing yoga, or if I just like had a late start to my day, or if it's just because it's like near the end of the week. So I think I'm going to pack up my computer and my iPad and go to Starbucks. Maybe get a tea with some caffeine in it there. I really like the passion green tea lemonade. So I'll probably get that and either try and start reading this article or do some of the stuff for this proposal, because I feel like I'm going a little stir crazy in my house right now. And the weather's pretty nice outside, so it's 73, so that's like an ideal day. I know it's like 30 in Bloomington, Indiana right now. So it'll be nice to take a little drive and have a change of scenery. Worked at Starbucks for about an hour. I got a little less than half the article read. I thought that it was going to be a much easier read than it is, but it's okay. I'm a little confused reading it, but I think that will be cleared up in my class tomorrow. I really just like meeting with my professor because it's an independent study. But I was like having a hard time focusing because the weather said it was like low 70s and like sunny, so that's like ideal, and I was sitting in the sun, but I don't know, it was like windy, and this shirt is long sleeve but it's like really thin, and then I was getting cold, so I decided to just come home. But I was listening to some good music driving home, and I'm really in the mood just to listen to new music. Do you guys ever get like that sometimes, where like you have like your go-to songs and playlists and albums and stuff, but sometimes I just want to like explore new stuff? So I think I'm going to put on a few different playlists of new stuff on Spotify or Apple Music or something, or maybe I'll even like throw it back to Pandora. Is Pandora still a thing? Anyway, and someone ordered a drawing from my Etsy shop yesterday, 2 days ago maybe, so that's a good thing to do while listening to music, so I will do that because it's still productive. Productive procrastination is the brand here. And then I have the conference, or not even conference, the students, or my peers presentation tonight at 7, so it's a little after 5, so I have a few hours to draw. I'm sure I'll eat dinner at some point in there, and I'll make a new playlist. Alright, much later now. It is 10:30 p.m. I attended the Zoom presentation, and then I finished up reading that article that proved to be like really difficult for the independent study, and then I started writing out some things in mind that I want to chat about. So I actually decided to handwrite them. I had handwritten some of it, like I handwrote notes that I took when we talked, because I just like to draw a bunch of stuff and like write in cursive sometimes, like when something stands out to me in caps. I just find it, I don't know, this is what works for me. So I decided to write, or handwrite instead of type up, some more of my thoughts based on the reading that I did. I found it useful to do this handwriting and sort of journal like this. These are the ones I said I ordered on Amazon, and I love them, especially on blank pages, because it feels more like I'm journaling in a way, and it helps me slow down. Typing is really fast, but I find that by just taking a pen and paper and just like laying in my bed in a comfy place, I don't know, I find that my thought process is a lot different. Medium is the message, baby. And so just slowing down helps me to really just like spend more critical time with the article. So something that we are keeping in mind in this independent study, my professor wants me to like teach the articles to him as if he was a grad student, and then think through some implications for teaching. So something that he told me to keep in mind is like not necessarily like what does this article mean, although that was useful for me to like point out the main argument, some useful quotes and stuff, but like what does this article empower students to do. So this one in particular, I said it empowers them to rethink teaching, and then here's some free write questions or discussion questions that I would give if I were teaching this to grad students, and then maybe some ways that I would personally answer it. And then we had 2 articles, so then here was the second one, and I wrote out some of the main things that I want to chat about. Also some questions that I would have if I was teaching this, like some more things that I would need to know. I need to know some more context for writing this, what these things refer to, and then here are the questions for teaching. What does this empower students to do? I think this one empowered them to think about embodied writing specifically, and then to think about new styles of writing, how to subvert genres, different things like that. So that was a little inside sneak peek to what's going on inside my brain at 10:30 p.m. on a Thursday night. So I'm about to hop in the shower here in a little bit, and then I'm going to lesson plan. So hopefully lesson planning for this week is as simple as it was last week, because I taught this class in the fall, so I can just look over the stuff that I did there and just make some minor tweaks and changes and do it again in the spring semester.